Welcome, viewers, back to Space Haven, starring Emerson, Jimmy, Madeline, and Tala, 4 intrepid adventures, flying through space, looking for a new home. So as the team wakes up today, just taking a look at our resources, we have no critical alarms on resources, although hyperfuel and hull blocks are sitting at our alarm threshold. What I'm going to do here is tell the system to build 1 hull block more than we need so that we can be above threshold on that, just to make the display pretty. Which means instead of building up to 5, let's build up to 6 hull blocks. That way, that alarm light will eventually turn off. Hyperfuel, we have it on continuous build, so they should eventually get to that. There is some hyperfuel sitting there waiting to be refined, so it's just going to take someone's time to come over and run the industry. What we're going to do today is bump up the industry priority slightly. And especially since we don't have a huge pile of crates at the airlock here, our industry can be slightly prioritized above our logistics. Let's wait for the team to wake up. Once they're awake, we will issue a request to jump to a new sector. Although it might make sense to verify that we have finished transfers here. Yes, the only thing left to transfer from that derelict to the SGS Nighthawk is some bug meat. A monster corpse. Nobody wants that on their ship. Madeline hops back into the medical bed. Her open wound will be healed by midday today. Now that they're on their break, we're going to ask one of them to prepare a hyper jump. Might take a few moments to get there because Emerson appears to be carrying IV fluid. No, he's eating. Emerson's going to eat before he does that. It's way past break time, Emerson. I guess he was just really hungry. Jimmy's doing the jump. And here we go. The pirate we saw yesterday is gone. That means it either went here, or hopefully further. There it is. So there's a derelict here that would be nice to check out. However, that pirate's aiming at us, so we're going to use this opportunity to pass him on the spaceways. And we're going to go explore these 2 spots. We'll start with this one. Energium for the taking. And then a useless micrometeoroid planet there that we're never going to even visit. So we're going to drop here. We're going to take a look at this Energium. Hopefully scoop it all up before that pirate comes back. And then we will jump into another solar system. Deploying here. Immediately throw down a mining order to mine all of that stuff. It looks like Emerson's probably going to be the one to do the mining since Madeline's going to spend the day in bed. And then let's just follow the rest of the crew around for a little bit. So Jimmy just gets the label working. I think that means he's going into the industrial sector to power some of the machines. It looks like Tala was getting some compost going, and here she's refining some energy rods. Meanwhile, Jimmy's finishing up that hull block finally, which immediately sets our hull block availability to 6, turning off one of our last alarm lights. We do have a lot of tasks unattended, botany and maintenance. That's because we're telling them to do industry at high priority, and Madeline has the remaining botany slot, but she's in bed today. Everybody kind of ignores maintenance. unless there's nothing else to do, and there's almost never nothing else to do. Might make sense just to have a day of maintenance. In fact, taking a look at the untended tasks, hold on. We might want to adjust the priorities a bit to allow Tala to do botany. And Jimmy can do some maintenance. Jimmy, you can divide your time freely among maintenance, logistics, and industry. Actually, let's prioritize maintenance over industry and logistics for now, because it seems like everything except the hyperfuel is really done. I'm going to assign this Hyperium job to you. Once that's done, all of our alarms will be off, and we'll be able to let you pick the tasks you want to do. So as the day speeds by, Madeline is totally cured, and she's going to go out and finish the mining with Emerson, because she loves to do the mining. And as usual, we're out of fertilizer. Let's take a look at our fertilizer, or our compost progress here. So there's an empty slot here. I think we just need to assign someone to keep pumping those fertilizer jobs through if nobody picks it. And if you look at the jobs here, there's only going to be one on if there's an empty slot. So whenever we see an empty slot, it makes sense to pick someone who's not doing anything else and have them go and finish that job, or at least start that job, so that the things get done. We're down to 3 untended tasks, which is great. It looks like somebody did all the maintenance tasks already. Logistics is again overwhelmed though, because the mining operation finished. Look at that, we're done mining. Was there anything else we wanted to do in this solar system? Well, there was this derelict here. I think it might make more sense to just jump into this side star system here. Let's go ahead and do that. Our logistics is overwhelmed, and we are complaining about lack of fertilizer. But we have so much hyperfuel that it really is time to get moving and see if we can't find a new crew, or at least a new place to live. You know, it might be time to throw some hypersleep chambers together. Seems like we have plenty of room over here to build a combo hypersleep chamber med bay. Alright, new system. Here we have the MAS Aquarius Hawk. Sorry, what is it? MAS? MAS is that the Merchant Federation? The Military Alliance, I believe, is what they are. So they don't like us very much. Let's try trading. Unexplored, it says. I wonder what that means. We should hail them. While we're hailing them, set up a trade. They would like to overcharge us for everything. Energy blocks we want to keep. We do have an excess of energium, which is odd. They want that, but not the energy rods. Oh, they do want the energy rods, but they're willing to pay more for the fuel than for the rods. That's crazy. They also want carbon. Do they have any resources? They don't. Why does nobody ever have any resources? They do have hyperfuel. Honestly, there's nothing they have that I want right now. So let's cancel that hail. Let's just tell them to get lost. let's realign our tasks so that we get some of the logistics done. And I think that's all we have to do for now, which means we should probably jump to another sector. Let's take a look at our fuel. 6 here. Jumps are costing us a little bit, but not much. We're down to 1.4 here, 1.2, 1.5. Okay. We do actually have plenty of fuel. Plenty of energy also. In fact, I think the team's feeling incredibly confident right now based on the amount of resources we've been able to acquire. We even managed to get fabrics finished. Extremely low on base metals. That's really what we're looking for right now. Did we get that finished, Emerson? Yes, we did. Thank you, sir. See if we can't find base metals on this star. Okay, micrometeoroids here. We're gonna skip. Ooh, there was a pirate there. Oops. We successfully evaded a pirate that I failed to notice. The pirate is following us. Base metals would be nice. Nope. No base metals. And the pirate continues to follow us. So we're just gonna get out of this star altogether because there's nothing here worth extracting as usual. There is a pirate here, which is annoying. Hopefully by the time we jump over, it's left. Nope, we're going to have to face a pirate. Well, let's see what happens. Let's drop as far as possible from him. Let's see what happens when we start shooting. I suppose we should try hailing. Let's take a look at what he has. Looks like he has 1 weapon and 1 shield, so we definitely outgun these people. 50 hull, 25 shield. Maybe it's time we went for it. What time is it? 20, so it's almost time to go to sleep. So, not the ideal time of day for a battle. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to call battle stations. Get someone on the turrets. And maybe we're going to take some shots at these pirates if they do not respond to our hails. Or if they start shooting. I haven't actually been in a sector with pirates for more than a split second before. They are shooting at us. Alright, bastards. We're going to shoot back. How do you do that? Let's take this. Somebody's manning the turrets. Continuous fire on target is selected. So how do we make sure that actually happens? We can tell it where to shoot. Let's shoot right at your weapon. Is that what this is asking? I believe that's what it is. So we're going to shoot there. They did get off some shots before we could respawn. And no one's on shields yet, so let's make sure... Oh, someone's on shields now, so we're holding our shields up. And we're firing back, look at that. Our first combat engagement. Alright, we're also going to have the scanners scan them. Because we don't really know where they are or what happens when we shoot them. And we are hailing them. So we're gonna let them... We're gonna ask them to surrender. No, we're not surrendering. We're asking you to surrender. I think I was saying that we surrender. Hell no. As for ceasefire, they say they will ceasefire, but it's going to take us money. We're like, hell no. I bet you could pay us for that. We're not paying you. I think you misunderstood me, buddy. Alright, their shields are going down. We don't have an overall... Oh, we do have an overall view of our shields here. So our shields are also going down. Question is... Okay, our shields are going back up. Good. I think we are outgunning them. This is cool. We're outgunning them. Hopefully we don't run out of energy. That's probably something that I want to take a look at. So I don't see anything bad happening. Emerson's just wandering around. It looks like things are going well. Let's do another scan and see if we can't scan for their engine. That's their engine there. Okay. We did another scan there. What we want to find is their generator, and we want to try to shoot that. Because destroying their generator should disable their ability to do anything. Right now we are just aiming here, which is where I thought their weapons were. Their shields are almost down. Well, this is great. Look, there's Kyle on board. I'm sure we could also send Emerson over there with a weapon. Oh, we're starting to do hull damage. See what happens when we do some hull damage. Our shields are still up. I'm going to retarget their weapon here. I really want to take that weapon out. It's getting hit. They're taking damage. Our shields are up. I'm feeling good. Everyone is sleepy. But, you know, we'll let Tala and Emerson sleep, and then when they wake... Uh-oh, what did that mean? I don't know. That made me nervous. Hold on. Why was there a red light on our weapon? Is it not shooting anymore? Our weapon is no longer firing for some reason. Why is that, Jimmy? Why is our weapon not shooting anymore? Jimmy? Talk to me. What the hell? What's this mean? What does it mean? It doesn't say. Alright. Before our shields go away, we are going to jump out of here because we do not know what we're doing. So let's get Emerson to prepare a hyper jump. Emerson, prepare a hyper jump, please. Emerson. Don't make me draft you. Drafting you, buddy. Get over there. Oh, geez. Shields down. Oh, shields back up. Shields down, shields are up. Shields down, shields are up. I think our shields are barely up. It looks like the enemy has managed to bring their shields back up. Emerson, why... Okay, Tala's getting on the navigation. Emerson, I drafted you for no reason. Get out of here. Ship. Jump. So for some reason, we just stopped shooting at them. Not sure exactly what happened there. But up until that point, we were doing great. So that was our first engagement, and it was a fail. I'd like to get 2 guns going. It looks like 2 shields are enough. Because they only had 1 gun. I guess if they had 2 guns, 2 shields wouldn't be enough. But as it was, I think we were doing okay until whatever happened there that caused us to just stop firing. Possibly because I tried retargeting. Maybe that wasn't the best choice. Let's turn off all of our red alerts. I think most everybody's going to want to immediately go to bed. I'm going to reset some of these. Good. Okay. Take a look. Everybody's jumping in bed. It does look like we lost a little bit of hull. But I didn't see anything catch fire or explode. So that's a good sign. Yeah, it looks like we lost a little bit of hull. Our shields are down. It was basically just a waste of energy cells. We have 14 energy rods though, and 6 electronics, so we should be able to make some energy cells. Let's make sure those are on order while we let these people sleep through the night. Energy cell refiner here. Right, we've got to just keep 3 on hand order. I might want to change that to keep 6 on hand order eventually. But not until we find some more base metals. So we did jump to a new star system here. Immediately we see ice, but nothing else, and luckily no pirates. Let's let this team finish the night, and we're going to take probably one more jump before we have to call it a completed episode. We did manage to burn through quite a bit of hyperfuel. But for the most part, our drivers are looking pretty good. Our total hyperfuel is looking pretty good. Our crew is looking good. Didn't really take a look if that combat had any effect on their attitudes. It doesn't really look like it. Everybody's still doing okay. Our only critical resource is hyperfuel. We have plenty of Hyperium for now, so I'm not worried about that. Still have overwhelmed logistics that we're going to need to deal with. Right now, though, we're going to start another hyper jump. I'm going to double check, make sure everyone's doing logistics today. We'll let Tala finish botany once she's done. Actually, we'll let Tala stay with botany. Just make sure those plants keep growing. In fact, let's double check the grow orders here, because this one we wanted to convert to fruit. Oops. Great, so that's 4 fruit, not flute, but fruit. We want to convert these to veggies. I think I'm going to convert this meat to veggies also, since there's nothing there. So that means in this one we should convert this vegetable over to meat, which was probably a mistake because it was 15% done. That's fine though. So we have excess of 2 fruit here. In fact, I probably want to move that fruit over here. So this one is completely fruit. This one will be, yeah, let's just make this one completely meat for now. So we've got all fruit and all meat finished. That's good. And then this one here is all veggies plus fibers. I think that's a good deal. We seem to grow vegetables faster than anything else based on what's happening here. So I think leaving one spot of vegetables open for fibers is going to be fine. Meanwhile, we did finish this jump, so let's get out of here. And we're going to bypass this ice planet, or ice asteroid. Hop over to this planet. So far there hasn't really been any reason to stop at a planet where there's nothing there. There's some hyperfuel here, so let's grab that. There's a pirate, he's heading away from us, but gotta keep our eye out. We're gonna set a mining order as soon as we drop here. Get close to that hyperfuel. Set the mining order. And make sure that Madeline is going to go do that. Okay, how are we doing? So we are low on energy rods. Emerson's pumping up the shields, that's good. It looks like we've already managed to fix the hull. Most everyone else is tending to the plants. Madeline's bringing some energy to the shields, or the gun. Actually, it looks like she took it out of there. Weird. And there she goes off mining. Great. There are 7 Hyperium to mine there. 1 under her ship that I didn't see. That'll bring us up to 15, which is a huge backlog. I want to start thinking about making a new storage area, because this one getting full. This one is filled to capacity. What do we have here that is taking up so much space? We are using our biomass pretty quickly, finally. We don't yet have a backlog of compost fertilizer. Does look like they are doing those jobs when they get to them. Let's take a look at this trade opportunity here. Base metals, that's what we're looking for. Cheap base metals, even better. Alright, what are we willing to give up for those? Fabrics, absolutely. We have plenty of fiber. Fabrics, is it 1-to-1 fabrics to fiber? I think it was like 2-to-1. 5-to-1, so 5 fabrics from 1 fiber. Yeah, so we're definitely trading for that. You can have the fabrics because we can make those easily. Where are you? Let's queue up a trades for all of your base metals. 10 of those for 1 fabric. 2 fabric. 3 fabric? Okay. 10 of those for 3 fabrics. And let's queue up a second trade. Let's get the rest of them for the rest of our fabrics. Acceptable. What else do you have that we might want? Nothing really. That seems reasonable. That is a that's a great trade. Finally, we're going to get some base metals back, which means we can turn some of these on. So now what we really need to concentrate on is finding new crew members. Once that trade completes, once Madeline gets back from wherever she's going, from her mining job, let's hail these people. Just because it's nice. Maybe there's an opportunity. How do you negotiate? Permission to visit ship. Why would we want to do that? Share vision. No chance. We don't agree to that. Alright, well. How about visioning your ship? Nope. We don't want to do that either. Okay. What kind of gift could we give you? Small gift. We'll give you hell no, that's not a small gift. 3 hyperfuel? Hell no. Some of the time. Okay. So you can try to get relationships up. Maybe that's a way to get more crew, is by making really good relationships. That is the MFS, which I probably should have checked what faction that was. Merchant Federation. Yeah, so Merchant Federation, they don't like us very much. Might make more sense to try to butter up the cold of New Haven a little bit to see if we can transfer crew. We do have an enormous stack of logistics to get through. I don't think they're going to finish that today. That trade is happening. The crew is going to bed. And look at that pile of items we just received. Alright, with that, we're going to call it here. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series so far. And join me again next time as it continues. If you have any interesting ideas or ideas you'd like me to explore, or advice, tips, etc. you want to offer me or anyone else who might be watching this series in the future, please feel free to leave a comment. I will read it and do my best to take your advice. So, bye-bye for now, and join me next time.